we talk a lot about a creative pragmatic, right? And that's all about a balance. And it's a balance between being really creative and really pragmatic. And then you land right in the middle and you're creative pragmatic. But the thing is clearly creativity and pragmatism are on your spectrum. And so I think a lot of people feel like, well, either I'm right in the middle or I'm over here or I'm over here. And the thing is when you get those perfect pieces for your closet, those essential pieces that are, I described in my post as like, basically they go with everything, but that's really the only basic thing about them because they should be interesting. They should have really cool proportions. But when you have that interesting piece, then if you want to grab something from your closet that's super creative, you can wear it with that piece and you still feel really balanced. So I think today, when we look at stuff, you'll be showing people how to get that mix, because when you find that perfect piece for your closet, then you can grab out the thing that you bought when you like had 2 drinks and you were, on Net-a-Porter and you were like, am I ever going to wear this? I hope I do. And you wear it with that big wide leg pant and you're like, oh, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear the hell out of it.
All right, so this is that Harrison chino pant. It's got that nice ruching on the side on the ankles. I wanted to balance this out with this exaggerated blazer. This is that bonded Wesson linen jacket. And basically, I really like how oversized it is. But for most people, especially if you are petite, you really need to balance it out with slim underneath. So I'm actually just wearing one of our like essential, camisole bodysuits, and then back to the Harrison chino pant and just mules.
When Tracy was designing that pant, the one thing I told her was I really wanted to nail the pant that was like the pant that you could wear for the life that you have, like not the life that you imagine that you have, but like the life that really is like, I go to a grocery store, and you want to look appropriate in the grocery store, but you want something that is just as easy as like what a legging would be, but you don't want to be that legging person.
Exactly.
And I think that, for me, and I get this validated all the time with other customers when I'm out doing things at stores, but I don't want to look like everyone else. I really don't. Like, and if someone makes a snarky little comment when I see them, that's good. I don't want to look like everyone else. And so, if you want to stand out, but you still want to fit in because you haven't lost your shit at the same time, then that pant is like perfect for that. These things that you wear every day should have some interesting detail to them. So this has the ruching on the side there, and it gives it enough interest that you're not wearing just a plain pant. And so if you were wearing a heel at night, you're great. And if you've got on sneakers at the grocery store, you're absolutely great. And
Also,
that's the green colorway.
And also it has a belt loop too if you want to bring them up, which you can't really see in the black, but it's also an option there too. And so here I'm actually have the Tristan plaid blazer on, which I keep gravitating towards over and over because the colors in it really can pop if you want them to, or you can really subdue it here. And I also have my nude pumps here in the Nima, or you can even do a loafer here.
Mm-hmm. But what's good about that blazer, people, when you talk about like what's a great basic blazer, I mean, we know I live in a navy blue blazer like all day and night, right? But when you get a blazer like this, just because it has a large plaid on it, don't dismiss it as a basic. Just take those things in your closet that might seem so special and defined and turn them into everyday items. And that's how you'll wear the hell out of the clothes that you buy.
So it tucks really seamlessly into a boot. Taking the same pieces on bottom, I can even make this even more dressed down with a sweatshirt.
So so like you're perfectly winterized right now.
Exactly.
Wait, what jacket is that?
So this is actually the Liam coat that's on sale in the navy blue because, I collect Liam coats at this point. And then I have the little zip up sweatshirt from Resort as well. So basically everything on sale except for this guy. This is just kind of a good go-to outfit for the market because I still feel elevated, but I also don't look like a jerk in the market. I don't look like somebody who's, buying avocados but make it fashion. It makes more sense,
So someone else is writing in that they don't want to look like a try hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, you guys, I think that is where we really excel, because that's like Dion and I live by that mantra. You want to always look effortless, but you want to be put together at the same time, you know? And again, you've heard me say this before, but if Dion was walking down the street right now, you would be like, you look really nice. And you wouldn't ask her, you know, if she's off to some fabulous place. She would be dressed appropriately for the moment that she's in. And that's what these pants do. Is I think people bifurcate their lives so much. They're like, here's my closet for my evening things, here's my work stuff, and here's my workout gear. And then they're like, well, what do I wear for my real life? And the thing is all of those three sections of your life should intersect for your real life.
Yeah, and actually speaking to kind of segmenting your personal style in your life, I do want to show how to wear this back to something that I would like, a top that I would wear going out that I absolutely love. And it's one of those things that I always have to find ways to really bring it down a little bit because there's a lot going on.
Now, what, this is a vintage top?
This is
Oh no,
actually
this is a
the
Jacquemus.
Jacquemus, yeah, top that
Okay.
I actually purchased a while back, and I've been trying to figure out how to really make it look more like me because for most of you who are familiar with me, I'm always in like an oversized blazer, and I was just really craving something, a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
come closer with your top.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So just it's a fun and relatively feminine top with a drawstring
Right.
detail, and there's a lot going on. So this pant really does kind of balance out that dose of femininity that I have up top, but it's still with the ruching, still makes sense with the top. It doesn't look like, when someone just throws on a skinny jean with this and it just looks average. This takes it to the next level and kind of ties back to the top.
So so you can see, like, with this top, I mean, it's got so many details on it. And so that, like, for Tibi, that wouldn't be a top that we would design probably in our collection. It's got too many details, but it is one that we're totally drawn to. I love that top. I love what Jacquemus does. So I think that what is great is when you get those bottoms or those, that blazer, those pieces in your closet that are your essentials and are so inextricably you, then when Dion puts on this top, she doesn't look out of character. She doesn't look like she's got 20 personalities. And the most important thing is when you see it, you see Dion's style.
So I also have the shoulder pad tee to show how you can dress it down even further as well.
Yeah, let me see that. Um, this shoulder pad tee I love that Dion's coming out with, and it's one that we did it in our spring 2018 runway show, and it was just one of my favorite pieces. And it was kind of before the whole shoulder pad thing was a thing. And I remember we were so frustrated because so few of our stores believed in us. And I remember at the time I was telling him, I'm like, I know that shoulder pads are out there, but I promise, like, if we want to wear them, just go with it, because we're not crazy people and we're really feeling for it. And so we did it. We didn't do a ton, except for someone who just wrote in and said that they bought it in 2018. So I'm glad that you have it, and you know that when we love something, we will bring it back. I mean, to be honest, if I were grocery shopping, I would take out the shoulder pads.
Same.
I'm right. You're not going to be in the cereal aisle with those, but but it is a t-shirt that with the shoulder pads, and because it's a refined t-shirt, you absolutely can wear it out to dinner. Like, it's full on date night, out to impress, the whole thing. And it's office, totally office appropriate. And some of you ask, what to wear on an interview. Like, this t-shirt with those pants and a blazer, that's a really chic interview look as well. And we've said over and over again, creativity is a new thing that you strive for. I want to look like I'm really creative because, 6 months ago, we talked about the fact that creativity was the number one thing that employers are looking for in an employee right now. And they were looking for it because, you know, the world was so being so disrupted all the time. You didn't know what was happening. And the best thing that you could hope for was to have an incredibly creative employee. And because you knew that if someone's creative, that they'll figure shit out. Well, you know, we were saying that, and that was before the pandemic. So you can imagine now how important creativity is, what an unbelievably incredible asset it is to have in an individual. And so if you are a creative person, the way that you dress should reflect that you're creative. And then when people look at you and they need a good solution, they're going to come to you for that solution. If you are not a creative person, dress in a creative way and fake it until you make it, because you probably are creative and you just need to like get your whole juices flowing in order to really, you know, feel that.
So I want to actually show how you can remove that shoulder pad. There's actually snap details here that you can just pull out very easily. Like, how simple was that? Don't tug too much though, but it's just here. And then you can actually add it into other pieces. I have a lot of blazers that feel very dated in my wardrobe from when I was younger that I've kept. And adding the shoulder pad just makes it, adds like a little dose of modernity to what I'm wearing.
And the other thing too that defines Tibi, so like I said earlier, it's got the ease, but it doesn't have like that filmy, dusty layer of overwashing on it. And the other thing too is like in a t-shirt like this, we tend to not do things that are too airy or light or snaggy. So
Mm-hmm.
the body of that t-shirt has enough guts to it that it's like it's not see-through, but then it's also not stiff either. So it's kind of like the perfect weight.
It is. It's fluid enough, but you know, it's something that will last for
Yeah.
sure. That's it for the
All right.
pieces. All
Cool.
right. Until
So
next
thank you
time.
guys.
Thank
Till next
you.
time, we'll do this next Friday. And if you have anything special that you want covered, let us know. And our more petite customers out there, we will get this pant shot on Hannah so that you can see what our resident little one looks like in it. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, guys.